Make-A-Wish Oklahoma has their bag full of wishes luncheon. It's coming up Tuesday, March 5th at the Oklahoma City Golf and Country Club. It's a fundraiser for Make-A-Wish Oklahoma. And you know, it all started with one wish, and we're joined by two very special ladies here today. Linda Pauling, it started with a wish that involved your son. And then Beverly Mullen from Make-A-Wish Oklahoma. Ladies, very nice to meet you both. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
And thank you for picking up my pen as I dropped it as we got started there. But Linda, it did all start with one wish, and you handed me a couple of pictures here right off the top as I put that up just as to make things difficult on Todd. This was the kiddo right here.
That was our inspiration that started Make-A-Wish. And it was through his wish to be a policeman that several of us got together after that day and said, let's make this happen for other kids. And I just, yes, I know what it did for me. I know what it did for Chris. It was something beyond my control to do for him, but it made him so happy, so much like he was just a normal little boy, not ill. And to be given a chance to give that to other people, thank you, Lord.
This was a story out of Arizona, which is where you live. Were you surprised the community, those police officers, were so engaged in this story? And we have a video that we'll play as well. I was tearing up watching this story just to hear them, the police officers, and everyone who got engaged. Like, yeah, we're not going to give him a tour of the helicopter. We're going to take him up in the helicopter.
Yeah, that was Doc Holloway, one of the paramedics. And he, when Ronnie Cox, who was an undercover narcotics agent for DPS, called him and said, hey, do you think we can give the little guy a show and tell? And it was Doc who came back and said, hell no, excuse me, we're going to give him a ride in the damn thing, and I don't care who knows about it. And they just went crazy. They just went crazy all out. They broke all the rules. They, as Ronnie says, it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission sometimes, and that's exactly where all the officers were.
The media, the TV stations locally got engaged, and I think some of the gentlemen were like, oh, I better tell my superiors what's going on. And they continued to get involved.
They did. And the director had called the boys together, and he said, this cannot not happen. It's going to. And I wish to mention the director then, Ralph Milstead, his son, Frank Milstead, is now the director of DPS. And he, at our, about 2 years ago, little Raiden wanted to be a riot guy. And so DPS did that. So Frank was on stage with Raiden, and he says, I think I'm following in my father's footsteps.
Wow. Yeah. That's nice. Keeps paying it forward.
It does. It does.
Linda, it's almost 4 decades in now. I think this is your 39th year nationally. And I say your, but it's more than just you. There were a lot of people who said following Chris, there are more children out there.
There's more children. All of us, when we got together, said yes. I've been in the hospitals with them for 3 years and seen Chris in the doctor's office. You know, 3 years, there's more kids out there. And Kathy McMorris was actually the one that said, this is so neat. There's more children. Let's go find them. And it was like, yes, that's what just kind of drew us all in together. And bar none, we are going to make this happen. We had no idea that it would spread to this much. We were going to be happy with St. Joseph's Hospital and just helping the children in Arizona, which is basically what we do. But when Douglas Kiker came in 1982, and did that 2020 special on us, it just opened the doors. We had people around the world writing to us and wanting to do what we're doing. So again, we broke all the rules, and my 3 Musketeer gang and I copied our charter and our bylaws and just mailed them back out to these people and said, adopt it to your state. And by the grace of God, our attorney went nuts, ballistic, but it worked. Oklahoma was one of them. John Clark was one of them.
1982.
And just, yes, it started, yes.
Even just looking at the Oklahoma chapter, thousands of kiddos have been helped since
Absolutely.
1982.
Since 1982.
And Beverly, I'll give you a chance to tell us all about Make-A-Wish Oklahoma.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, while we're part, certainly, of Make-A-Wish America and all of the ESPN videos, My Wish videos that you've seen, we are our own 501c3. So we are not United Way, are not government funded, but we are funded through individuals and corporations and events, such as Linda is here for. Since 1982, we have granted over 3,000 wishes. That's just right here. All the money, we are responsible for our own fundraising, our own marketing, our own donor development, our own...
Your own costs and expenses.
Absolutely. And we are responsible for all of that and can't do it alone. And we have, as soon as we grant one wish, and as amazing and wonderful as that is, 2 more come in. And right now there are almost 300 kids in our funnel of wishes waiting to have their wish
Really? You have a
granted.
queue existing in just in Oklahoma of a couple hundred kids.
Absolutely.
With wishes that need to be granted.
You know, and they may be waiting on a volunteer to come and interview them. They may be waiting, or they may be waiting, you know, the doctor may, ultimately the doctor is the one who says
what they can and can't do. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, sure.
So our wishes fall into one of 5 categories. I wish to go. Most of our wishes involve some sort of travel, 80% probably. I wish to go, I wish to be a policeman, I wish to be a ballerina, I wish to have, a lot of our teenagers, well others, want to have a shopping spree or a room makeover. I wish to have a gaming system. I wish to meet our celebrity wishes, and I wish to give. We have some kids that give back their wish to others.
Linda, we're looking at this video here, and
that's Gabe.
And the one thing you see, smiles.
Yes, they're all full of smiles, and they just keep sharing them and sharing them. They are so happy, and the people involved in making that wish come true in the community, they just give so much of themselves, and that's what is so wonderful. The community comes together. It's like, what can we do? Not, oh, another wish. No, what can we do?
It is more than a moment in time.
Yeah.
A wish transforms lives. It certainly can. I mean, imagine getting something that through people you don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty special.
It is.
I mean, it is pretty special. And when you have a wish come true, have you ever wished and had a wish come true? It's pretty impactful. And it's something that we like to do. We like to be a part of making wishes come true. And the community, when you see the power of a wish at work, it is life transforming. It really is.
Maybe it's what your necklace says. It gives them a bit of hope, right?
Yeah.
Which is
it's
huge.
The one thing you cannot buy.
No.
You cannot buy hope. And to provide hope for a family going through dark times, situations out of their control, is a pretty special feeling.
We have talked earlier, and in fact in breakfast this morning, but okay, Christopher passing away, basically 3 days after his wish. I don't remember the hospitals and the doctors and all the tests, everything that he had to go through. I remember the wish. And I remember how happy he was, his smiles. He was so proud. He had a uniform. In fact, he had a little girlfriend up the street. And it was the guys had left. And so he hopped on his little battery-powered motorcycle that his father and I had purchased to take the place of his wheelchair. And he said, "Mommy, I'm going to go see Don." So here he is in his motor helmet and his little scooter and full uniform.
He looks like he's on chips.
He really does. That's his favorite, yeah. So he rings the doorbell. He takes his helmet off, puts it under his arm, Don answers the door, and he says, "See, I told you I was a real cop."
Pride.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, and that's what I remember. That's what I remember.
Yeah, it's a beautiful memory.
It is.
That's what life is really
Is about.
all about.
Yeah. He loved cops. He probably got me out of more tickets. Because he could smile. There's one, Mommy.
All right, Beverly. How the event? By the way, we should mention the event at Oklahoma City Golf and Country Club on Tuesday, March the 5th. It is sold out. However,
Yes.
there will be more events,
is-
and there's other ways that people can get involved and
Yes.
help out.
Absolutely. Go to our website. There's many ways listed there, ways to get involved. You can be a volunteer wish granters. We're always looking for volunteers in all parts of the state.
What does that mean to be a wish granter?
Wish granters are our volunteers that volunteer with the families, and they meet with the families to determine the child's one true wish.
Okay.
And even if your child is nonverbal or young,
Right.
we serve children from 2.5 to 18 years of age when they're referred. And we have ways. We have ways.
We have ways. We can make this
I mean,
happen.
but you can
Exactly.
let them draw. They know.
Yeah.
There's definitely patterns of things
Gotcha.
that they enjoy and like. And we have picture books that we can show them. And everybody needs a wish. Even if you think, even Disney, our #1 wish, even if you think that, oh, well, I can afford to take my child to Disney, but you can't do
Can't
it,
do it
make
like
a wish. You
Make-A-Wish.
can't do a wish
Different
trip.
experience.
Exactly.
No, you
Yeah.
cannot provide that. And it's not, you don't want to have to be in charge of the planning and all the details. Leave that to us.
Well, I was
And-
kind of thinking when we were talking about this a second ago, it is one thing to give the kiddo an experience, but you're so wrapped up in what the kiddo is going through.
Right.
To your point, the logistics, the details that a
Right.
Make-A-Wish organization can just do the legwork on.
The family goes through so much stress day in and day out. So this is a vacation because not just the child, the whole family goes, the siblings. If this little boy or
Everybody
girl
that's affected.
exactly
by-
has a special friend, and they go too.
It's interesting stuff. We'll link up that video, by the way, on newsok.com. Again, the Make-A-Wish website, oklahoma.wish.org. For the Oklahoma version, wish.org for Make-A-Wish America website there. We'll leave it right there. Ladies, thank you so much for your
Thank you.
time.
Thank
It's very
you.
nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the success and to everyone who has been a part of Make-A-Wish.
Thank you.
Great big neato for Oklahoma.
Neato.
Yes, with Chris's favorite word. So whenever he was excited, got to do something happy. Yes,
I
so
like
great
it.
big neato.
I'm adopting it.
Yes, there we go. We even have a neato award in some of the
Oh,
places.
yes, I love it.
But
I'm
yeah,
love it.
it's totally just wonderful for the kids and the families. It really is. I have talked to many people, and I know you're wrapping up, but I had a mother tell me, she said, you know, I used to be the mother of a dying child. Now I'm the mother of a wish child. And they were just the 360 changed all around.
It is 360.
Yeah.
That's well
And
said.
while you don't have to, it is not a Last Wish
No.
organization. Not much hope in last wishes, but it's for critically ill children.
Yeah.
And our vision is to grant every child's wish.
Medical technology has caught up, and
That's right.
it's catching up even more. So many of our children are coming back, and they are wish granters.
It's good to see.
And
Yes.
telling their stories.
Telling their stories, going out and dealing with the kids, telling the little boy or girl, you know what? I was a wish kid when I was 6 years old. So this little kid has hope.
There it
Good.
is. The hope comes
Exactly.
back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and that's marvelous.
From Arizona, stay warm here. No, you're staying.
Okay, we got it.
I
you,
wish you would
ladies.
have
Thank
brought
you.
some more. Thank you.
Thank you.